Hello, hello. This is Pat with Petresca Papers. I am out in the Bluebird Bungalow with Christmas in July. I have a project for you today, and this is it. It is created to fit in the Christmas chest that will slide down into one of the accordion pockets like that. Or it can, if we have a pocket that we create here, which I've got one, but it needs to be a little bit more substantial because that's quite bulky. It will fit in there. Or it can just even slide inside one of the little booklets in our book. Let's take a look at what we're going to create today. So I have the calendar from the kit. Come on. I put this in here. The glue might have been wet. You can use any calendar. This is one that I provide for you in the kit. It's got December and November, and it slides in here. I've put on, why are you are fighting me. I've put one of the labels from the kit on the front, and in the back we've got little postcards that are part of the freebie, and I've made a little notepad, part of what goes in there, and a little booklet that we've made. And these are using the freebies, which I will introduce to you right now. So come, stay tuned, and create along with me if you want to. Okay, see you in a bit. First of all, let me show you the freebies we will be working with. So I've got this candle, green gold candle. I thought there was holly. I'm not seeing holly on it. But this, it's kind of an old vintage wallpapery look. On the back side, you will have kind of a green, scratchy neutral. There is a red polka dot. It is not as red as our chest, because this was printed on just cardstock. This is printed on koala paper, and if you're interested in finding out more about that, I'll link the videos to the Christmas box, or excuse me, Christmas book and Christmas chest, where I talk in detail about the differences in color that you will get from the same printer, just different paper. Okay? But that being said, this red polka dot goes nicely with this freebie. So we have 3 freebies. Well, actually 4. So we've got this one and that, the red polka dot, and for the ephemera, I've got 2 postcards. We are going to cut them and score them and glue them together so that they will be substantial. Okay? So I'm going to set this out of the way. And this is my prototype. Let me show you. This is the prototype, and it's kind of that same idea I've done in a couple of the other Christmas in July, where we have the fold over pockets with this main paper. And I'm thinking, what do I want to do? I don't think I want to do this, because when it folds up on the back, it is going to be the candles will be upside down, which is not a big deal. So I'm going to use that for this and this for the wraparound. Okay, So let's get my trimmer, and I'm doing fairly basic tools, nothing super expensive that you might not have, but I do have my scoreboard and it is a big help. If you don't have one, look around and see if you can't find one, because it really does make a difference in your creating. So I am going to cut the white off of this first. Seems like that's what I start with all the time. Okay. Hope everybody is well and creating. It's really a hard thing to get in the Christmas spirit in July, and not that you really have to get into the Christmas spirit in July to do this. I honestly have not put on any Christmas music. I might have turned my air conditioner a little bit cooler at certain times, just to, well, not to have icicles on my nose or anything. Okay, so once again, the dimensions we're working with, the chest and the book are 8 inches wide and 6 inches tall. So I want them slightly smaller so that they can fit down into the accordion area and into the book area that we have. So having said that, I've got this at 7.5 by 5 3/8, it looks like. So let's just copy that. So I'm going to cut this to 5, no. I'm so forgetful. 7.5. So right there, just trim that down just a little bit. We might be able to use that for something, so I'll set that aside. And we're going to go 5 3/8. 5 and, come on, slide for me. 5 3/8. Is that what I said? I do. No, it's not. What was I measuring? What was I measuring? 5, yeah, 5 3/8. You know, sometimes I'm just not sure. 5 3/8, right? Right. Come on. You can do this, Pat. Okay, there we go. Saving this. So we've got this. And now this little pocket that's going to go around and be a double-sided pocket needs to be, looks like I've got it 2.5 on both sides, so I want to cut this to 5 inches by 7.5. Okay, again with the cutting. Now, I did not print this double-sided. Oh dear. Well, what are we going to do? We're just going to carry on, because I am going to tell you, print it double-sided. It will be much prettier than white on one side. But I think it'll be just fine. All right. So I want this to be, let's cut this way first. 5 and it was just 5. It was 5. It was 5. So 5, and then we're going to score it at 2.5. Just like that. We'll go like that. Now we've got to cut this at 7.5. There. Okay. Now, are we good? Okay, we are good. We're going to, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to distress. I'm not going to worry about down in there. Oh, you guys. This is just fine to be one-sided. Oh, except for the other little thing we're going to make with it. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, memory. I am losing my memory. All right. So here's that. And we're going to distress the edges. We're not going to worry about the inside. Along here. Along there. Just so we don't have white edges. Because you know how I feel about white, evidently. Okay. All right. Now, this is going to go like this, and it's going to be glued. But before we do that, we're going to put one of the little label holders. And the label holders are part of the kit, the digital kit. And they are so that you can put the year in it. And I do give you 24, 25, 26, 27, because I feel like this is a project that can be interchanged throughout the coming years. So I've got this cut, but I am going to quickly do the little scores. And if you've watched that video, you'll see I score it. There's kind of like a line there, and then I'm going to move it just a tad and score a little more, turn it, and there's, oh, like where it would poke out, and then slide it just a little on both sides. This gives it a little bit of a raised area so that we can, I'm going to bend that. Let's see, it's this way. Just kind of scrunching it around those lines, or those score lines, I should say. And like that. I'm going to do just let's see, it should be the black. Do just a little black right on that raised edge there. All right, now we are going to put this on here. And I think to make it easier, I'm going to just poke it. But let's be a bit wiser than just jumping right in. I do have my Tim Holtz centering ruler. Let's see. So let's do this. Let's come down here where it's a little closer to where I want to be. Well, I'm having issues. Do I really care if I measure? You should. You should Well, I am going to use this polka dot line there. Let's just see, what have we got there? We've got 2 1/4, and if we look over here, we'll go a bit that way, so I'll just slide it there. And we're going to say that's good. And I'm going to just poke, and not poke my finger, poke there. And I've got my little brads right here. And, oh, before we do that, we're going to put a little bit of glue around it. I think we need to do the glue before we do the brads, or we'll be dropping the brads. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little, boy, shaky hands. Turn this over, try to not get rid of the glue. You know what? I'm going to, can I do it? Do you think I can do it? I'm having a little bit of a challenge seeing that little hole there. Let's see, I can see that one. Let's see. That, and there is, let's scoot that down. There's the little hole. Oh, come on, there it is. Okay, can go back. Let's down. And I am going to put piece of tape over them so that as we put things in and out, whatever we're putting in won't grab. And let's go ahead and we'll slide 2024 in there. Okay. Go down, go in, go, go. It's caught on that edge right there. There we go. Now it goes. Okay, so we're going to open that and glue right there. There. There's no need to put glue on the bottom. We matched up. We're a little larger, but we're not going to worry about that. Flip this over. And that. I think I am going to round the corners. I have my corner rounder. I don't have my big heavy duty one. Yes, I do. Let's round these corners. Set this up here for a moment. Round that corner. That corner, and around this corner, and that. And of course, that means I do need to touch that up, and that up, and that up. Okay. So this is ready for the calendar, and the calendar can just slide right down in there. And this is a calendar that is part of the digital kit for the Christmas book and chest, but you can put any calendar page in there if you didn't get the digital kit. Come on, get in there. Okay, so for this side, I want a little notepad with some note paper. And so I'm going to use this, and I'm going to cut it. I found some offcuts of different paper that I'm going to use. So I'm going to cut this. What sounds good? What sounds good? 4 inches, too big. 3. Let's go 3.5. So here's 3.5. And I'm going to need to cut some of the paper down. So, and I don't want it like a perfect little notepad. I want different sizes. I think, let's see, we'll go this way. I want you long. So let's tear that. And I'm going to make it a bit narrower. Is that good? Yeah. Narrower. Tear this. Love the torn edge. If I tear it without doing that. Oh, come on. No. No, no, no. Can I come from this direction? Yes. All right. So that. That. Let's do one of these. I think I'm going to turn you a little smaller. Kind of want to see all the papers. Of this music. This tears really easy. It's like, almost like it breaks. It's so brittle. Let's take this off the side. Yeah, it does. It just about breaks. So like that. I can't see the music. I want to make this one a little shorter. Here and there. I think let's make you a little bit narrower. It's like when my mom used to cut my bangs. She'd cut. Oh, they're crooked. Cut a little more. Pretty soon I didn't have any bangs. My friend Lynn and I used to joke about that. Okay. I think I want this just a little bit narrower, so I'm going to just reach in here and use my trimmer because I don't relish tearing just that little bit. Okay, like that and that. All right. What I want to do is I want a piece of this, but before I do that, I want to turn this into a little booklet. So I'm going to fold it. I think I want my booklet about that size. So now I am going to trim that to match. Right there. I have a purpose for that. And let's see. Am I going to keep it that size? Oh, let's see. This is the paper I want to use right here. Yeah, it can stay that size. So I'm going to cut this in half. Come on, don't be so stubborn. Go 5 1/2. And it's not a big booklet. It can be bigger. If you want more pages, go for it. But I'm going to go just for, actually, I am going to incorporate these small half little sliver sheets. Put one up at the top and one at the bottom. And this, I'm going to staple these in just like that. And I'm going to use my bookbinding stapler. I will link this below. It is an awesome, what do you call it? It's an awesome, oh my goodness, it's an awesome tool to have in your arsenal. And there's a word I'm trying to think. Invest. It's a good tool to invest. And I'm going to just slide this in here now. Am I? I want a label on it. I think I'm just going to make it just a simple paper label for now with some distressing around it. Where did it go? There it is. Oh, that's huge. Oh, are you a better size? Almost. We're just going to take you like that. Is that the size? Is that the size? Yeah, that'll work. That will work. Glue that on. Going to round the corners on this. So I've got my crocodile, and I think I have just about worn it out. Sometimes I get good corners and sometimes I don't. It's like it bunches up right there. That one's not too bad. On the back is not good, so this is what we'll do. We'll open it up. We're gonna not use you because I think you are wearing out, so we're just gonna reach that there. This is the one we used on the insert. And I'm not sure if it's rounding the papers inside. So, no, didn't get you. There we go. cute. Oh, 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 oh. Somebody didn't get rounded down here. Come on, get in there straight. All right, that's good enough. That's good enough. We'll just do a little snip with my scissors. There we go. Okay, so that will go in there. And let's finish our little pad of paper. I want, where is that? The leftover red right there. So we're going to I think it's almost, how much are you? You're 2 inches? No, that's about right. So I'm going to score at 1 inch. Right there, like that. Do some quick distressing because there's no distressing those little edges once I staple this on. So this will go on here like that. And let's trim. Let's see, let's straighten these up a little bit. Come back over, come back over. And we'll do this. Make them uneven. You come back there. Just slice that off. And going to use one of my little staplers. Where are you? I know I had you out here the other day. Where are you? If you only could see my little pile over here, you'd say, oh my gosh, how can she find anything? There's my tiny stapler. So I'm going to just go right there and right there. Okay. So now these can be torn out. I can slide right in there. And you know what I want to do, I think? Is this? I think I am going to just glue that on. Maybe just go all the way around to cover up those staples. I'm going to just this edge, or to that edge. So let's get some glue. No, too much. I'm going the wrong way with my candles. It's going to come right. Oh, it did not distress far enough. Right like that. This will come around. Snip you off right there. And you'll come around and we'll snip you off right there. Let's glue it down. way. There we go. There we go. Can slide right in there. Now, one last thing are my postcards. Let me just gather these little snippets up. I'm sure they will come in handy. So we don't need that. So we're going to cut this down. And cut there. This one's got a little bent corner, so we're going to try bending that corner and aging it. This is Miss Elsie in New York wrote this. It says, "Best wishes, Sadie." Oh, Sadie, that's right. Sadie sent this to Miss Elsie in New York. So I'm going to score that for you. Let's see. I'm going to have to trim just a little off that front. Go there. I did not trim that very well anyway. So let's trim that. That's better. Now let's glue this together. I did put a backing on this. Doesn't need it because it's just glued together to give it more of a postcard weight. Straight there. We're going to fold that, kind of scrunch it. Let's give it a good edging of Distress ink. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to round the corners on this too. I think I'll round that one, even though we're going to bend it. I think rounding it looks good. And just kind of sprinkle it up a little bit. On there to pick up some of those folds. Okay, let's do this one. That and like that. I think we will cut the bottom once we have it scored and folded. All right, so the freebies. There's a link that will be below in the video description. When you look at the video description, if you hit the more, it will expand it down and you will be able to see the links for my Facebook group or for my Ko-fi shop, where you can pick up these free. The Ko-fi shop does allow you to give me a tip, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that's where Ko-fi or coffee came from. used to be that you could give a small donation to your creator who's created things for you so that they can go have a coffee. Well, I don't drink coffee. I don't even drink Diet Coke. I will have a Diet Coke every now and then, but it's not a necessity for me. But if you ever want to give me a little tip, it is most appreciated. And it goes towards things that I supply so that I can bring you these YouTube videos and freebies. All right, we're almost there. We're almost done. Let's get just around this, and then we'll put this in our cute little, what are we going to call this? What are we going to call it? We're going to call it our calendar pocket. All right. So these can go slide right down in there. So here's my vision is that in our little chest, this can join other things that are already in there and be kept safe and taken out when we need it. Okay, well, thank you always for watching. Thank you for your comments. I hope you're having fun doing Christmas in July with me. Even if you're doing this after July, I hope you're having fun. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.